MCQ 16 is going to be with regards to energy level diagram, but this time around looking for a newer sketch if the diagram was actually catalyzed. Now, the definition of a catalyst is a substance that actually provides an alternate pathway to reduce activation energy. Now, of course, we can go on to say that how this will help, although it's secondary to this question here, is that this will increase the proportion of reactants that possess energy that is greater or equal to this new discounted activation energy. And as a result of this, we are increasing the frequency of effective collision. So the pink as well as the blue color extended explanation will not be useful for this question, but will be very otherwise useful for structured question in asking about how catalyst helps to speed up a reaction. So one thing to note here is that we are only changing our activation energy, and because of that, it's important to know that the enthalpy change is constant. You do not change the enthalpy change. In our previous MCQ, we have mentioned the labeling. You can see that this was the original activation energy, and this is the original enthalpy change. And since it's pointing upwards, we can see that this is an endothermic reaction. So the catalyzed reaction should still remains to be endothermic, where the reactance is actually lower than the product. So B is out because it has become an exothermic reaction. So we're going to left with A, C, and D. So next we're going to take a look at enthalpy changes. So we have A to be out because the enthalpy is now seemingly lesser. But C as well as D, the enthalpy change remains the same as compared towards the original diagram. But for the case of D, you can see that it actually has a much higher activation energy, which is not what the catalyst should actually be doing. So the correct answer is going to be C, because the activation energy here is going to be much more discounted, showing the effects of a catalyst.